Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the workshop in. We are doing Higurashi no Naku Kuro Ni, and today we are going to be continuing reading through Onikakushi. This is the workshop in. I'm Gerald. Let's get right into it. I said we were going to get into the tips last time, right? So we're going to investigate. Let's see the dam project first. October 1975. In accordance with the Prime Minister Bulletin's number XXX, Hinamizawa's electrical development and master plan was announced. The vast scope of the project projected the Hinamizawa Dam was to have an incredibly heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. Let me see, does the controller work on this? It does not. A pity. The area to be flooded by the Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa: Takasudo, Kiyosu, Matsumoto, and Yagoichi. The submerged area would include 291 houses. Population 1,251. 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 1 forestry department lumberyard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. All of these communal, cultural, and agricultural areas and the places of worship were to be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Who is the one who wrote this? This is written from like a Hinamizawa point of view, not the government point of view. Forsaking the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land was just too painful to bear. All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onikakushi Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company XXXXX openly refused. Performing unspeakable heinous acts, they quashed the democratic actions of the villagers. Like what? We've heard them say this, but we never actually have seen it. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled the resolve to protect the homes to the death. This is propaganda. The continuation of that frightening Hinamizawa Dam construction project is still stalled as of today. This is very interesting here. So, one of the few little bits of Higurashi lore I know is that the original was like a conversation in between 2 girls. I think it was like Rena and Mion sitting underneath a bus stop. So, seeing this graphic here immediately brings up that image. The villagers understood that the stalling was caused by sublime power through unity, and they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet fully been withdrawn. The Onikakushi Defense Alliance has been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity it garnered has not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. The Onikakushi Defense Alliance Committee Chairman, Kichiro Kimiyoshi. Okay, so Kichiro Kimiyoshi was the one who wrote this entire little propaganda speech. Special tabloid report. Okay, let's see what they got. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder/dismemberment. Ooh, spooky music. On X day of X month, in XX prefecture, at the Hinamizawa Dam construction work site in Shishibone City, a bone-chillingly gruesome murder/dismemberment. Dismemberment. I have a hard time with this word, man. Even though this case has shocked the archipelago The police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam? They probably didn't mean to kill him at first. But as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody could have mistaken as alive. XX-san had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first, it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself into the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, XX, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people, and they were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area. But the de facto leader feared the consciences of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him in to the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body among them, making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. Interesting. Okay, so he was the one who came up with this idea. XX had turned a simple manslaughter into a gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. XX had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound, was what it meant. This is kind of like the old psychological things talking about, what was it, A Few Good Men? And how far does it take you to push a man to become evil? Thus, an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but XX threatened him, saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up in on his objections. But XX's plan collapsed in the span of one night. XXX, who had refused to dissect the corpse up till the last moment, had broken down in tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader, XX's whereabouts are still unknown, and the right arm hidden by XX has yet to be found. The right arm. I wonder if there's a meaning to that. Like the right hand of evil? But normally we say the left hand of darkness, right? Okay. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that XX had said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the swamp. XX's car was discovered abandoned near the swamp, but there's no clues to his whereabouts while he's in the swamp. XX didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and used his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. Oh, dude, no, I disagree. Hey, like, if you give a man 10 days, he can walk a long ways, okay? But within the station, there were rumors going on around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the swamp when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that swamp is believed to be bottomless. is known as Onikakushi, the Demon's Abyss. The Onikakushi Alliance? The Demon's Abyss? What the hell? And it said that the bottom of the swamp is connected to the hellish world of demons. The atrocious demon from hell that was XX. Yeah, this is totally a Japanese tabloid, by the way. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the swamp? Yeah, like it, just to show you how wacky Japanese tabloids get. The Zen Dragon, bringer of luck and fortune. Uh-huh, sure. Let's see. Prosperous future. Ladies leaping into your arms. Business success. Promotions. Ambition. Protection from harm. Not just with Panchiko and horse races, but with business and even love. Guaranteed or your money back. Jin Dragon Bracelet DX One Piece. 27,800 yen! Oh my god. That's a small fortune, dude. That's 278 bucks. For a stupid... Okay. Yeah, just to discredit everything we just read, dude. Interesting. Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, people, let's begin Chapter 3. Let's go back to the characters we actually care about, huh? And wipe off my screen. I swear dust collects like there's no tomorrow. Oh, dude. How have you guys been today, man? And for me, I've been working. And I got a little cut on my chin from shaving. Happens. I use a straight blade, old style razor, so sometimes it snags. Is what it is. I don't even feel it anymore. The function of the school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together. No helping it. Everybody is a different age or gender. The only rule was that we have to stay on school grounds while exercising. All the little kids were gallivanting about. Well, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but... Get you, you're right on the money, man. The Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school. Sorry to keep you waiting. Are we still recording? Yes, we are. Cool. We're all together now. What should we do for PE? Alright. Osha. We have all of our members gathered now. Now then, class rep, what should we do for PE today? Okay, so these are the sprites we're going with. What do the other sprites look like? Yep, okay. Manga Gamer once again. What the hell, Manga Gamer? Really? And then there's these sprites. Oh my goodness. Somehow, as crazy as it sounds, the Manga Gamer ones are still slightly more accurate to the original drawings. I don't know, man. What shall we do for PE today? What shall we do? Mion harumped and crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area. What does Mion look like in this scene? Of course she does. Yep, it's the same. Dude, it's so funny. This mod, adding in the feature change sprites just by a click, is hilarious to me. Explosive power and endurance. There are no friends in the world of sports. Everyone's a rival. The only thing you can trust is your own body. I'm gonna have to get water in a bit. What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much manga. I quipped without missing a beat. And so, we'll be taking a lesson from history. The tried and true king of all outdoor melee events. Let's play tag. I mean, true. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much. Just what I was hoping for. That dunderhead Keiichi-san will be the first one to be it. I won't be beaten. Okay, Rika. What was Rika's original sprite? Okay. Oops. I hit it too many times. Alright, here we go. Why are you guys so into it? The third rule of our society, you must partake in the game, enjoying it without question. And, oh yeah, by the way, what they're wearing was the athletic uniform back in the day. It was when I was in Japan too, but they've recently got rid of that around 2017-ish, 2018-ish. So now this is it. Only like certain schools still do this. Then this counts as a club activity? Everyone smirked at each other. They all seemed pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Satsuko looked like they were aiming for a victory, and Rena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. Fine. Tag. I'm in. Okay, what's going to be the twist? My yell echoed across the school grounds. Keiichi, you're so screwed. These were the rules. Okay. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also become it. Oh, so zombie tag. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. The end game would become a hellish siege. Yep. Yep, we have the same game here, man. We call this version zombie tag, you see? That's it. I see. Anyone infected by a zombie turns into a zombie. Why do you have to make it sound so scary, I wonder? Wow, Keiichi, that is so vicious. As soon as I catch Rena, I'm going to tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Gross, Keiichi-kun, that's gross. Rika placed her hand on Rena's head as she panicked. Wow, that line sounds so wrong. Don't worry, before Keiichi gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently. Rika, that isn't comforting at all. Both Mion and I nodded deeply. So, the first hit. How do you decide who's the zombie? The Jenkinpon. And Jenkinpon is Japanese word for rock, paper, scissors. Well, it is class time after all. Let's decide by answering questions. I'll ask the questions, and the one who isn't able to answer is the zombie. I have no idea which grade level they are coming from. What does the Japanese word roku mean? It means 6. Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Mion repeated it. So you need to answer. What is Roku in English? 6. 6da. There we go. Ooh, this is a harder one. I don't actually know. Kutsu. Let's see. Kutsushita. So Kutsushita. Oh, socks. Okay, cool. What's the third last letter in the alphabet? X. Okay, Rika's got it. Oh, that's gonna be a dirty joke. What does say Betsu mean? Of course I know what that is. So let's go cut our stuff off before finishing the answer. I see. It's quite a lewd question. Yes, it is. You're an adult, aren't you? Of course you know what that is, right? I certainly do. Of course I know it. Then go ahead and say it. That, you know? That. What does that mean exactly? How Satsuko looks like she's in trouble. How cute. Don't take her home. It's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she might had really tried to take her home. Mion's pursuit was restless, making Satsuko stammer. Now then, go ahead and say it nice and loudly. You know, I actually have a pretty easy time understanding a lot of Mion's expressions. Which makes me think that it's because she's related to gangsters. Great. I have this weird thing where I know more Yakuza Japanese than proper. I'm trying to fix that. What does that mean? I do know. I do know. I do know. Stock it up. No, she just said because, but this one just goes say. That means a previously indicated person, thing, or event. Eh? Ah. That's what Seibetsu means? All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see, well, certainly what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Satsuko's position. I'd probably get ticked off and blurted out you know what at the top of my lungs. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Ion Sonozaki. Thank goodness you were born as a girl. If you're a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole. What the fuck are you thinking, Keiichi? It appears I have no choice. Is this all foreshadowing? Feels like foreshadowing. It appears I have no choice. Unfortunately, I, Satsuko Hojo, shall assume the role of the zombie. I shall eat everyone. Looks like she's raring to go. All I must do is count to 100, correct? Some jerks skip numbers while counting to 100. So you can start chasing after us after you solve this problem. Yep. Well, Keiichi-kun, give her a simple one, okay? 1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on one plate. Okay. Oh no. There are no common denominators. 1/5, 1/6, and 1/7, okay? She quick grabbed it, started drawing fractions on the ground. If Satsuko, who can eat one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them, how many cakes are left on the plate? Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted, "Ready, go." So that actually gives them like 3 minutes. On Mion's signal, everyone but Satsuko scattered. Hey, Keiichi-kun. That wasn't a problem at all, was it? Satsuko had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, of course there'd be nothing left on the plate. Yep. Everyone dashed off in a direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Mion, for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Glancing over the school grounds, I just saw Satsuko rising up to start. She was really, really mad. Mwahaha! She got tripped up on such a dumb question. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in two directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly, Keiichi Maibara. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. And going after the weakest player first was the obvious plan of attack. Meaning me! Now then, where could a Keiichi-san possibly be? I shan't let you escape. But of course, what would be the best method to tracking me down? Footprints or smell? Or maybe some type of trail? If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Satsuko to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this? Oh, here she goes. She's recruiting help. Tomita Okamura. Have you seen Keiichi-san recently? What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita-kun and not Okamura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. After confirming she was headed in my direction, I abandoned my position. Move it. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious I was in a disadvantage for not being familiar with these surroundings. If that was how it was going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I'd just counter it in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message? Tell Satsuko Hojo that her parents are at the gate, please. Oh no. Okay. This is so evil. I stopped the girls as they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet. Also, take this one to Mion Sonosaki. Tell her the teacher is calling her to the gate. Mwahaha, I am quite the schemer if I do say so myself. If things went well, then Satsuko and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. She figured out a way to escape. And that was just fine. As long as it bought me more time. Mwahaha, dance for me, Mion and Satsuko. In the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I had only bought myself a scant amount of time. And it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I started spreading false information through messengers, I could end up the recipient of one of those messages. Satsuko would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in this game. The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies, and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of the pending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. Okay. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second here. I swear, every time I go to make a video, my nose starts acting up. Drives me mad, man. Okay, I'm still recording, right? Yes, sweet. Sorry about that. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed. My Bar-san isn't around. Is he over there? Hinai. Nope. Where's Keiichi-san, I wonder? His dad is at the front gate. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I used, gave a hint of revenge. Oh, so she's pissed about it. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they would have to search until the school bell. Hey, do you know where Keiichi-san is at? His mom suddenly got really sick. A message for my Bara-san. They said his house caught fire and he needs to come to the gate. What is happening? A jumbo jet fell on top of the Maibara residence? The police have come to question him. Anything goes now. Oh my goodness. They say he enjoys peeping into bathrooms. How? Is it true that he's going around every night stealing panties? Who are they talking about? I heard he wears them on his head and smells them and stuff. Oh my god. No way I would do that. Ah, they're playing so evil now. Dude. I heard class representative Mion was a victim too. What? Grrrg! This was your doing, Mion? Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. This is her tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know that it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about things logically. True. To them, all the things were true, so they all chuckled together while looking for me. Hehehe. Wahahaha. I win, Mion. It's my victory. Wahahaha. Ha ha. Wiping unrelenting tears away. I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear? I hear the new transfer student Maibara-san is a really perverted person. Kyahaha. Oh god. The cost of beating Mion had too high of a price. Your reputation is ruined. Ah. Oh, someone passed below. That's Rina and Rika-chan. Rika-chan, you're still okay? I'm getting by somehow. Oh no. Rina, get away. That language is ominous. It seems Michan is it as well. Mion? It couldn't be. She became it because of my little strategy? That confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then this wasn't good. We finally got away from Michan, but Satsuko, she's... Satsuko is searching around the pipes, so we should be safe here for a while. Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. While Rena was slumped on the ground breathing heavily, Rika started creeping up to her. Rika doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be. Whoa. Rika-chan? What is it? What is it? Huh? Daijobu. Hey, don't worry. I've never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before. Why are you coming closer? Why? Why are you coming closer? Why? Rika-chan's not a zombie, is she? Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you gently. No way! Rika-chan, no! Eek! Rena is pressed against the wall and Rika-chan lurched forward with both arms out just like a zombie. She quaked with her back turned up against the wall. It's quite a surreal scene of horror. Like one of those zombie breakout videos you would see. At that moment, Rena's eyes met mine. Keiichi-kun, tasukete! You just told everybody your position. Zombie Rika turned 180 degrees Exorcist style and glared at me. Found him! I see Keiichi-chan! Mion popped out behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good. You said you located Keiichi-san? I could tell Satsuko was rushing my way. It seemed that Rika-chan had let Rena escape and now she was baring her fangs in my direction. Come on down, Kei-chan. The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses. You guys are scary. Too scary. I wonder how Keiichi-san's guts taste. Keiichi-san? Keiichi, I want you to become one of us. Someone, please save me! I saw Rena apologizing to me across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Rena! I leapt the roof out of fear, slipped as I landed. Satsuko and Rika jumped on me, and after straddling me, they tickled me all over my body. Wow. Stop, stop. Yeah! Keiichi is now a zombie. So this means Rena is still left. There isn't much time to rebel. Damn you, Rena. How dare you? Leave me for dead. This is a phenomenal voice acting. The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt. Do you, Keiichi? Sad, so sad. But Keiichi is one of us now. It felt like I'd been built into a vampire and now I was one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling, but being welcomed over to the side that had pursued me. Zombie tag is quite profound. This is no time to postulate. We must capture Rena. The principal is walking down the hall. The bell will ring soon. To devour Rena, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night, a vampire. Using the same trick that I had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades around the school grounds. Everyone listen. Rena's in big trouble. All of you, please look for Rena. It's a bigger problem than a jumbo jet crashing into your family's house? Oh yeah, it turned into that, hadn't it? Mion whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid blame. Yeah, it's not even the same league as jumbo jets. What fell on Rena's house was a space colony. Oh my goodness, are we doing this? Yeah, it's a really big disaster. Everything in a 100-kilometer radius was obliterated. But that is only the prelude to this tragic tale. Propaganda-pality. Don't you mean the principality, not the propaganda-pality? This is the beginning. The start of a war for the independence by the propagandality of Zeon. The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at the grand turn of events. What will happen? Will the Earth Federation government lose? Or they're calling it the Terran Federation. They're censoring it. This is censorship, okay? Because this is too obviously a Gundam reference. It's the... What is it? It's the Earth Sphere Alliance, is it? Or is it Earth Self-Defense Force? Something like that. Will the Terran Federation lose? If things go on like this, they will. Only one person can defeat Char, the Red Comet. That is our top base. That person is Rina Ryugu. The lower grade students all gulped. It seemed I made them fully understand the fight for Earth was lost without Rina. Now scatter, comrades! We must find Rina! My comrades in the lower grades let out an enthusiastic cheer, and I dashed off in the various directions around the school grounds. This is supposed to be 1984, right? So Gundam would have just come out 5 years ago. So, yeah, Keiichi totally would have either read the manga or seen it. There's one person who still hadn't gone. But I thought the Earth Federation's Impulse Wave Diffusal Cannon didn't work on the Zeon. On the Comet Empire? What? You're close. That's the white variety of those comets. The reason it didn't work was because they didn't know the weak points. Of course, Rina knows their weak points all too well. Ryugu-san is sugoi. Satisfied with that, she also rushed off to look for Rina. It does seem there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters. Leave it to Keiichi to stir up a nationalist pride against the evil forces of Zeon. My god. And what is it? It is little Kei-chan's abilities. This old man knows them better now. I love this. Okay, all of this is amazing. But whatever. Really though, how exceptional Keiichi-san. This looks promising. If we have this many, we can win. With this many, we will win. True. Keiichi really is just unifying everybody underneath the Earth Federation's banner to fight out Zeon. Did I not read the line? Sorry. I was thinking that Keiichi would have been a better nominee for the initial zombie. Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but I let him slide for now. Oh my goodness. Not even Rino would be able to escape the entire class. As a result of everyone's thorough search, Rino was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed. Oh, this looks so wrong. You're all so scary. Keiichi-kun too. So scary. He's probably being scary, being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grade closed in on Rena, saying she was the only one who could save the world. What are you all saying? I can't control him back. Rena. The true face is Char, just Keiichi, underneath the mask. How could you leave me for dead? Are you ready to pay for it? Yes, you did. I'm sorry about that, Keiichi-kun, but I didn't have a choice. Do not resist. Let yourself be devoured. Well, that's even more ominous. Rika with the cult leader lines. Let's all be together. Now, Rena, say your prayers. Muhahaha. Okay, here we go. Rena stumbled on a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in. Associating with this situation with a similar, particularly immoral one, made my pulse quicken just a bit. Keiichi, what are you thinking here? Satsuko and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. They probably wanted to tickle Rena. Rena had no idea about... No part of what she knew was about to happen went stiff with fear. Keiichi-kun, you wouldn't do mean things like everyone else, would you? Would you? Keiichi's voice actor is going nuts. I wonder... Now then, are you ready? I'm sorry, I cannot do the insane voice work that Keiichi's pulling off right now. Like, this is stunning voice work. Oh, wow, we're going there, huh? Okay. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate is long since Keiichi-kun. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat. I believe that Keiichi-kun won't do horrible things to me. Our body won't move. This had to be some kind of anti-zombie mantra. The second my sense of reason chimed in, the beast inside me died instantly. And she won. There was the bell. Game over. Yay! I did it! I did it! I survived! Yay, yay. Brenda pressed around merrily as the curse had been broken. So daylight broke in the nick of time, and the evil zombie army disintegrated into dust. And so, the heroine survived. Well, that's how it goes in the movies anyway. What are you postulating about? This is all because Keiichi-san was dawdling about. Punishment is required. As subdued by Satsuko and Rika-chan and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles. You're such a dweeb, Keiichi. Forgive me! Eek! Okay. So for surviving goes to Rena, Ryugu, and Mion Sonozaki. Yay! Oh, she was playing the clever tactic of all. That means Rika didn't tell Satsuko that. Only pretended to be one. They say that you needed to deceive your allies before you could deceive the enemy, you know? Mion, you little... Hi, hi. Hurry up and change, right? Don't be late for the next class. Go, Misatsuko. Rika-chan. Having my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swear I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. And that's the end of this scene. And what a long scene that was. That was almost it. That was the entire episode, wasn't it? I mean, we read tabloids too. Still. Wait, was that the chapter? Surely not. Yeah, it's not the chapter. But it has... Let's see how... Oh, okay. We're cutting to after school. Then we're going to a garbage dump, right? Help her dig out more? No, back to his home. Okay. Let me see how long we have been recording now. We are up to 51 minutes. That is the episode. I think that's a good cutoff point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for sitting down with me for another hour and listening to Higurashi no Naku Kuro Ni. It will just sit on this graphic for a second. So, Higurashi is going to be happening every Monday. I will be doing a 1 hour episode, hopefully. It depends on how tired I am, but I will try my best to make it 1 hour. And we will be doing this every single Monday. Persona 3 Reload, which is still consistently the least watched thing on the Workshopium, is on Fridays. And we're also doing Yes right now. And then we're doing like 2 other things. I am very tempted to start up playing Fire Emblem 6. It's, what is it, Project Ember? Or just a Fire Emblem game, you know? But I'm also tempted to do Shining Force, because I grew up with Shining Force. And, man, it would be so awesome to actually play a game and show you guys something I know all about for once. Like, normally when I'm making these videos, it's like my first time going through, or maybe I got halfway into the game, then I was like, wait a second, I should do it for the channel. And then I just stop, you know? Oh, but I want to do all of Shining Force. I've beaten Shining Force 1, 2. Ooh, I never beat the Gaiden games. Yeah. Oh, no, I beat Shining Force Gaiden 1. I never beat Sword of Hageo. So we might do some Shining Force content. Shining Force 2 is so long, though. My God. Like, that game goes on forever. Should I do the Game Boy Advance version? I wonder. Either way, I want to say thank you, guys. I want to announce that I am setting a goal for us, okay? By the end of the year, by Christmas, I want there to be 50 subscribers on this channel. The reason I want 50 is so I can start doing live streams right here on YouTube. I have never done a live stream before. You may not be able to see it, but I have a giant old TV right over here. And I am wondering if I can set it up so I can see comments by looking this way. I don't know how that works, but I do have an HDMI adapter for it, so it might be possible. Wait, is that a HDMI or is that a... No, that's a wonky adapter. This must be something for my wife. But I do have an HDMI cable, and this computer does have an HDMI slot, so I figure why not? If I can use this as a second monitor, you know? So, that is my goal for the Workshopium this year. We just started up, we're already up to 16, and let's try to get us up to 50, okay? And to do that, we're going to be playing more games. I'm planning to try to drop 5 videos this week, and we're going to keep moving on, man. But, honestly, I want to tell all of you, thank you so much for watching. We will pick up on Higurashi next week. So for now, bye!